3, 2, 1. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
My sister bought me my first binder when I was like 16, 15 maybe, and we got it delivered from like America.
I was actually working in a restaurant at the time, and it was the first time in years that I had to wear a uniform to work, and I hated the uniform. It was like this t-shirt, and it just clung to my body in all the wrong ways, and I couldn't figure out why I was feeling so uncomfortable.
It was 2020, I'm pretty sure, pre-lockdown, and I got one just from the internet, and it was so rigid and hard to get into. Like, I think I spent a good 15 minutes for the first time trying to get into it.
I bought my first binder at around like 19, 20. Yeah, so I just haven't even thought much about like gender stuff. It's just that I want to try different ways of different fashions, like cosplay and stuff.
Luckily, I worked in a really like queer workspace, and one of my coworkers said, "Have you tried wearing a binder before? Because that might be where that like discomfort is coming from."
And it took so long to get there, but as soon as it came, I was like, oh my God. And now I realize it was actually really bad. It was a really bad binder. It was very uncomfortable. But at the time, it was just like, oh my God.
Once I had it on and I put a shirt over it, and I was just looking in the mirror, I was so happy and excited.
There was something about like having a flat chest and just being able to like go out of the house and not think about my body for a bit and be able to focus on what I was trying to do throughout my day and focus on my studies and just have less on my mind.
Yeah, I just wanted to feel more comfortable, feel like I could, walk out in the world and be proud.
First thing I did was I tried it on with my work uniform, and I came into work, and it was like the first time at that new job that I'd felt really like comfortable and confident.
It meant that like I felt more comfortable exercising. I felt more comfortable in social spaces. It meant I felt like I could use my new name with people more comfortably because I felt more in my body and in myself.
Because it was like the first time that I've ever seen myself with a flat chest, and it was just a really cool moment where I felt for the first time very affirmed in myself.
That experience of like having a flatter chest, gave me a lot more euphoria than I thought. And that's where I start to think a lot about like what does that mean, and lead me down the road of like exploring through like non-binary, and then like trans-masculine or like trans men and like demi-boy. Like there's a lot of different genders within like the masculine side of things.
I had no idea how much it meant, like how much it was bothering me until I started binding. And then I started binding and I was like, oh, hey, turns out that thing that I'd been ignoring, it was a big deal.